of the power of authority in business growth. Imagine a scenario where your ideal clients come to you. They're eager, interested, and ready to do business without you having to chase them, convince them, or constantly lower your prices to compete. This isn't a fantasy. It's a reality of positioning yourself as the industry authority. When you are seen as a trusted expert in your field, sales conversions shift from persuasion to natural alignment. Clients seek you out not just for your product or service, but for your knowledge, your expertise, and your insights. However, many business owners struggle with the same challenge: gaining visibility without spending thousands on advertising. Online and digital marketing, the Facebook, LinkedIn, etc., YouTube, is saturated with competition, making it harder than ever to stand out. But what if there was a systematic way to increase your reach, build trust, and generate leads consistently? And this should be done without spending a dime on advertising. That's exactly what we're going to cover today. By following the Authority Growth Blueprint, you'll learn how to establish yourself as the go-to expert in your industry. Create content that builds trust and credibility, distribute that content effectively to maximize visibility, convert engagement into meaningful business relationships and sales, and then scale your influence, reach, and revenue through a systemized approach. If you're a business owner or entrepreneur, consultant, sales professional, or anybody looking to organically grow your business, this is exactly for you. Let's dive in. Industry expert positioning. Become the go-to authority, and the importance of positioning in your business. Being good at what you do isn't enough anymore. You need to be recognized as the expert in your field. Clients don't just buy products or services, they buy trust, confidence, and the assurance that they're making the right choice. Think about the leaders in any industry, whether it's marketing, finance, or health. Their authority isn't accidental, it's intentional. They position themselves as the ultimate problem solver in their niche, and that resonates with their clients. When you establish yourself as an industry leader, you eliminate the need for hard selling. Instead of trying to convince potential clients why they should work with you, they already see you as the best choice. This creates a pull effect, and people come to you instead of you chasing them. So how to establish yourself as that industry authority? The first thing to look at is to niche down and specialize. The biggest mistake many professionals make is trying to serve everyone. Instead of being a generalist, focus on a highly specific niche where you can dominate. Instead of saying, I help businesses with marketing, say something like, I specialize in LinkedIn lead generation for B2B SaaS companies. There's a good option. It's very specific and very focused. And instead of saying something like, I'm a fitness coach, say this rather. I help business executives lose weight and build muscles with a 20-minute daily workout. Specialization makes you more referable and positions you as the go-to expert in your field. Now you need to create a specific framework. People trust structured processes. If you can name and systemize your approach, it becomes instantly more credible and easier to communicate. Develop a 3 to 5 step methodology for solving your clients' problems. Give it a name such as the Authority Growth Framework, just like this webinar, or the 5-step Sales Acceleration System, in a similar way to this webinar where it shows you what you are going to get by watching this content. Use it in your marketing, your webinars, and conversations to establish your expertise. Then consistently share thought leadership content. An expert who doesn't share their knowledge remains invisible. Content marketing is the most powerful tool for building credibility at scale. And then post these insights on a regular basis. Post case studies and success stories on LinkedIn, YouTube, and industry blogs. Create in-depth, high-value content that answers key questions your audience is asking. Speak on podcasts, write guest articles, and engage in industry conversations wherever possible. So the first thing to do is to define your niche, outline a simple framework, and start sharing insights weekly. Content distribution, reaching the right audience at scale. Why content alone isn't enough? Creating great content is just the first step. The real magic comes in when your content reaches the right people. Many businesses fail because they create content, and it might be good content, but they don't distribute it effectively. You need a strategy that ensures your expertise gets seen by the right decision makers within your target audience. The strategic content distribution plan is where we look at owned channels, and these are channels that you control and you have the authority over. And we also look at published articles on your website and LinkedIn. So those are owned channels. Your website is owned, your email list is owned, and LinkedIn is your platform or your profile, but it's their platform. So we just got to be careful around that, because if they decide to get rid of the platform, shut it down, or kick you out, your leads, your contacts are gone. So you've got to drive them to your platform. So to do this, you've got to build an email list and nurture it with highly valuable insights. Create a YouTube video for long-term discoverability, and obviously post that on YouTube where it's going to be constantly found through search, and then looking at borrowed channels where you can leverage visibility. So get featured on blogs, on other people's blogs, on podcasts, and in industry publications where possible. And that might be through an advertorial or an editorial type exposure. Collaborate with influencers or experts in your space as well, and speak at virtual summits or get on webinars or live panels. Give talks where possible to industry sort of expertise or industry events. And that's where you get your connection with your audience, you get your name out there, and you build your profile because you're the guy on stage as well. The next thing to look at then is community and search-based channels. So evergreen lead generation, and this is where you look at your blog and at YouTube, because YouTube and Google are the two largest platforms owned by each other, or Google owns YouTube, but you always exist there when people are searching. So if your keywords and your content is matched to the search terms that people are looking for, that's when you will show up. So optimize blog and YouTube content for search engines, and that's vital to do. Engage in LinkedIn and in Facebook groups where your audience is active. So there's groups with thousands of members on both LinkedIn and Facebook. Get involved in those groups, answer questions, participate in industry discussions, and provide value. Then choose 2 or 3 distribution channels and commit to the consistency of that. Connection and follow-up. This is where you turn your engagement into sales, and this is where the role of engagement and business growth come from constant engagement. And this is where we see that posting isn't enough. You must also engage with your audience. The biggest opportunities come from conversations and not just posts. The goal is to turn views into relationships and relationships into clients. Tricky to do, but with consistency and always pitching up, always being present, always being available, and adding value on these platforms, that's where the relationships are built. So how to build strong B2B connections? This is where you've got to put in the effort. Engage daily on LinkedIn comments and comment thoughtfully on your ideal clients' posts. Share insights that spark discussion. Send connection requests with a personalized note, sometimes with a note, sometimes without, just depends on what you want to achieve. But if you send connections to the right people, they will like you, they will resonate with you, and that's where they connect and follow you back, and then see your content from there on. So you've also got to start value-based conversations with your connections. Instead of just pitching all the time and trying to make a sale, ask meaningful questions. Share insights and resources tailored to their challenges. Then follow up consistently and check in periodically with helpful content. Move conversations to discovery calls naturally. And if you help them and you get them to click on your link to book your calendar system, then you can actually chat to them one-on-one. And this is where the conversations and discovery really happens. So book them for a free discovery call, invite them to that. And that's where you connect with the audience once your expertise has been established. So to get this moving, start 5 new conversations this week with your ideal clients. Scaling your authority and business growth. The growth formula for success and for sustained success looks like this. More visibility equals more leads. More authority equals higher conversations, and more trust equals stronger client relations. And this helps you scale without using paid ads. This is just organic growth because of your visibility and the amount of time you're spending online. So to get this rolling within your business, there are a number of tactics that you can use. And one of them would be leveraging referral partnerships. Turn clients into advocates. So if you find a client that is non-competitive but complementary, or it may not be a client, it could be somebody else within your market that is non-competitive but complementary, use them as a referral partner and help them out as well. Refer clients to them and get them to refer clients back to you. So identify one referral partner to collaborate with this month. And if you get that right now, you might need to not only identify that one, but you might need to identify 10, approach all 10 and land one of them that you can collaborate with. And then you get your content and your expertise sent out to their audience, and vice versa. Theirs comes to yours too. So it's a win-win for both parties. Then regularly run webinars and articles and send out content on an ongoing basis. So long form, short form video, articles, webinars to showcase your expertise. And think about this. This is why you need to take action right now, because success in today's business world isn't about being the loudest. It's about being the most trusted. If you implement the steps laid out in this webinar, the Authority Growth Blueprint, you will attract higher quality clients effortlessly. You'll grow your business without relying on paid ads. You'll build a reputation that makes selling easier and more natural. And that's what we want. We want clients to come to us and the bond is already formed because the trust is built. So all you got to do is get them to sign on the dotted line or put in their credit card details. Build a system and use a systemized approach so that you can get this right and rolling smoothly within your business. Then it becomes easy. Then it becomes enjoyable at the same time. So this isn't fancy. It's nothing complicated. It's the reality of positioning yourself as the industry authority. And when you're seen as a trusted expert in your field, sales conversions shift from persuasion to a natural alignment. Clients seek you out, not just for your products or services, but for your knowledge, expertise, and insights. But I see many business owners struggle with the same challenge, and that's to gain visibility without spending thousands on advertising. Okay, we've got a couple of frequently asked questions to get through. So this first one is from Sarah Thompson. Thank you, Sarah. And she asks, how long does it take to establish myself as an authority in my niche? The answer to that is, well, it depends, because building authority is a long-term game. But you can start seeing results within a few months and quite quickly, actually. And if you get consistent with it, with consistent content creation and engagement that you need to do on your content and other people's content, then you might see some, well, you should see some results within, the next 6 to 12 months. And in fact, you'll see results almost straight away, but you'll start getting traction, lots of traction in the next 6 to 12 months. Right, next question is, can I still be seen as an industry expert if I'm just starting out? And this is asked by David Carter. Thank you, David. Absolutely is the answer. The key to niching down and create visibility and valuable content and document your learning, your journey. And so if you don't have the proof yet, document the journey of where you're going. People trust those who consistently share insights, even if they aren't the most experienced yet. So it's the insights that count as well. The next question is, what's the best platform for building authority? LinkedIn, YouTube, or blogging? And this is from Jessica Ramirez. It depends on your audience, Jessica. If your audience is B2B, then LinkedIn would be best. YouTube for discoverability is always good. And blogging for SEO. Although SEO is sliding a little bit now until something changes there with Google and AI. Ideally, a combination of the 3 or the 4 is the best. So choose your top 2 or 3 platforms and use those. So depending on where your clients hang out, where they spend their time. But it starts with one and master it before expanding. So if you're focusing on LinkedIn or YouTube, master those and move out. You move out to the others, but also use them in a combination. It's really good for the business. Next question is, how do I get engagement when my content isn't getting traction? It's asked from, and that is a question by Mark Reynolds. Thanks, Mark. Engagement starts with giving comments thoughtfully on industry leaders' posts and join discussions and tags relevant to people in your content. So follow those who are within your industry and those who are within your target market and comment and respond to their posts as well as putting your own on. Consistency is key, so keep posting highly valuable content, and that's where you see the results start coming in. Next question is, how do I convert engagement into paying clients without being too salesy? Good question, because you don't want to be selling up front, so thank you, Amanda, for that. Start by offering value in conversations, ask questions, provide solutions, and follow up with helpful resources as much as you can. And then over time, sales will naturally start coming in because the conversations will spawn those on. So keep your conversations going and without being pushy, and your sales will start coming from those conversations, from those comments. So it's basically about being active on the platforms. What's the biggest mistake people make when trying to become an authority? And this is asked by Tom Mitchell. So trying to appeal to everyone, I think, is the biggest mistake instead of niching down. Now, you don't want to always niche down too much, but niching down focuses your efforts on people who will be interested in what you are speaking about and what you have to offer. Specialists are seen as experts in a specific niche. So while generalists struggle to stand out, choose a niche and own it. So this could be an industry-based niche or a product-based niche, but it doesn't have to be so specific that you exclude everybody else, but niche down and stay focused on an area where people will see you as the expert. Next question is, do I need to spend money on ads to gain visibility? And this is asked by Rachel Simmons. The long answer is no. Organic authority building works without paid ads. I say it's a long answer because it takes time. If you want to get quicker engagement, you can advertise it. But content marketing, collaborations, and speaking opportunities are free and highly effective for your visibility and your trust building. So if you want to make it happen quicker, you're welcome to spend some money on ads, but test your content first and see. The way you test it is by seeing the engagement you get with your content. Next question is, how often should I post content to build my authority? And that's asked by Brian Walker. So this varies from industry, but I would say aim for at least 2 to 3 times per week on your chosen platforms. Every day is better, but 2 to 3 times is a good start. And consistency is more important than volume. One high quality post a week is better than daily low value content. So so less is, some people say less is more. I think consistency is more important than anything else. So make sure that you're always posting and keep it consistent. Your customers or your target audience will almost begin to recognize when you are posting and look out for your posting if it's got value. Next question is, how do I stay consistent with content creation when I'm busy? And I think this is everyone's biggest problem. And this is asked by Emily Jackson. Good question, Emily. So the trick is to batch create content in advance and then repurpose existing content and schedule posts. So even 30 minutes a week of strategic planning can help you become consistent and remain consistent. So work on a day, choose a day. I like to choose a Tuesday or Friday morning where I spend my time batch creating the week's worth of content and then schedule it out from there. Now, some platforms like LinkedIn don't really like the scheduling part of it, but it still works if you do that. And at the moment, the algorithm's a bit up in the air. So whether you schedule or not, you pretty much get similar engagement. Next question is, what is the best way to turn happy clients into advocates? And this is asked by James Peterson. Asking for testimonials, that's the best way. They don't always think about doing it, but if you ask them for it and they are happy, they will do it. So testimonials, case studies, or referrals, make it easy by providing a simple process though. Make it easy for them, and sometimes you've got to write it for them and get them to approve it or change what you've written. And then this could be done in a way, by making it easy, it could be done in a way such as a quick survey or a structured review request. So that's our questions for now. Again, I am available if you'd like to chat and build your business. We are running a free 30-minute discovery session where we'll see if we have a fit and are able to work together. And even if you're not sure that you can, book your 30 minutes with me. We'll go through your business and we'll look for those hidden marketing assets within your business and help you grow without wasting money in advertising. The button is just below, so book it and we'll see you there.
Own your industry. Build a reputation as the most trusted expert and leader in your niche. Get more reach, more impact, and better results. Visit marketmagnet.us.